Welcome to your source for research, innovation, news, insights, and commentary. This is your Research Business Daily Report, where we are sponsored by Precision Opinion for phone, focus, and online, the most trusted name in market research. Saturday night is movie night for me and my wife, and our choice this past weekend was right in our own demographic. Pretty clear who the target audience for Las Vegas is, and the audience at the movie theater proved that as well. Well, my weekend entertainment mostly out of the way, I delved in today's RBDR, and guess what? The gray-haired set is making news there too. There's new Maverick research from Gartner Inc. that says technology marketers are putting way too much focus on Generation X and Generation Y when it comes to selling them things. Now, I've felt for a long while that we don't get enough attention. Maybe it's because, and I have to share a secret with you here, some of us color our hair. VP and Gartner fellow David Furlonger told the Gartner Symposium IT Expo on Saturday that, quote-unquote, silver surfers, that's us, middle-aged or individuals approaching old age, are a more important technology market than they're being given credit for. Furlonger said the silver surfers market, quote, is huge and growing and clearly has the ability and desire to spend significant amounts of money on technology, end of quote. This particular Gartner Maverick research, which is designed to spark new unconventional ideas as well as breakthrough innovative disruptive ideas, says the younger market's technology growth potential is linear while purchasing power is on the decline. On the other side of the ledger, silver surfer growth and purchasing potential is described as exponential. Next, 2 weeks ago, the MRA's Board of Directors approved a revision in its Code of Market Research Conduct. We spoke with the MRA Director of Research, Amy Shields, about how the revised code is different from the earlier 2007 version and how it's going to evolve from here. Amy, what was the impetus for the changes in the MRA Code?
Well, I think there's two answers to that. One is just the obvious need for significant changes due to the changes in our industry from 2007, the last time it was updated, to present. The reality is that we have a Standards and Ethics Committee, which is referred to as the SEC. They are a standing committee of MRA's membership that are appointed basically by the MRA's board of directors. And they are really tasked with making sure that this is at minimal updated and reviewed annually, but certainly more often than that as things begin to change at a much more rapid pace. Mm-hmm. There were probably 25 or so thereabouts retired principals from the last ratified one, which was 2007. Mm-hmm. And there was, either due to irrelevancy, change in laws, or the combining them into maybe one principle where before they may have been kind of spread out and been a part of three other principles.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You have several thousand members. What's the response, the reaction been to the new code?
I would say it's overwhelmingly positive in that we've certainly had no pushback that a code that deals with these very important issues of integrity and protection of the profession, we have not heard a single pushback on that or had any. I will say, and with a very happy heart, that we have actually heard from two members who have given some recommendations about specific areas for us to consider going back and looking at for one reason or another. It was reviewed in 2011. There was an extensive review done at that point. There was another done in 2012 and then another in 2013. And it was a combination of all those efforts that resulted in this final very, very new and innovative, what we like to think is a very modern code for the industry. Clearly, we have said that at the very least it will be reviewed annually. That is not, that's just so that we have an internal process that says, okay, you must do this. Our intent is absolutely to, this is a living, breathing code. and needs to be reviewed as often as on a daily basis. And as thorough a job as was done in terms of the review process and the committees involved, as well as the expert reviews and the legal review, we are very much not only open to, but encouraging that people in the industry actually reach out and tell us what they think about this code.
Okay. The question I've heard from people is the enforcement parts in the code. Can you briefly explain, I guess, what's the complaint process and then what's the enforcement process?
There is a complaint form. That form has to be filled out. It goes through, and then there's information in terms of where that's either emailed or mailed. It specifically needs to cite the principle, the alleged violation and what principle it violates, as well as any supporting information, so that when the Standards and Ethics Committee receives that complaint, it is a true complaint. It's all the information that they need to begin an initial review. Then it goes from an initial review to obviously a more, if deemed necessary and appropriate, then it goes into a much more thorough process of the disclosure of the complaint and gaining cooperation from all parties to a final decision.
If you'd like to know more about the code, you can find it on MRA's homepage website. That's your Research Business Daily Report, sponsored by Precision Opinion. For Phone, Focus, and Online, the most trusted name in market research. Precision Opinion had to do a new round of hiring just last month. It's the fourth that it's had dating back to 2012. Find out about this incredible growth spurt at precisionopinion.com. We've linked to it in the content box beneath this video. Have a great research day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.